Your finger's all up in there.
Do you want to prop that somewhere?
Yeah, right.
Well, that's funny because when I'm looking at it and my hands are like that, I can't see my fingers. This is the way I held it last time.
But the lenses was up here and this finger was too far over. I'm telling you, go back and watch the video.
Where's the lens?
It's on the bottom.
Oh,
now,
it's on the
that's
bottom.
right. But your finger was too far. Go back and watch the video. You'll see your fingers all up in the video. Shit, stop video. That was good stuff.
Really?
Yeah, you're losing good stuff.
How am I losing good stuff?
That was funny. Most people laugh at that shit.
Not necessarily.
It's just because you get embarrassed don't mean other people wouldn't laugh at it.
Yeah,
Huh? All I was doing was instructing you on how to hold the damn camera. God, can't even take no constructive criticism. So, Rooster Up.
This is where the camera lens is right there.
Right there.
Where my finger is. At least I think that's what it is on you. Well, on my end, it's right there.
We're here today.
Oh, there it is right there.
Alright, it's the first lens in. Doing a video by request. Normally, I don't do scripted videos, but this particular video needed scripting because there's so much involved in what was asked.
And you don't always remember what you're going to say till afterwards. You go, oh, I forgot to say this.
Right, and there's probably going to be a lot more said than what I've got written down here. So, this video is how to go about getting a CDL and getting a driving job. Somebody commented if I could leave some words about how to go about getting a CDL. Quick, short answer is driving school. Pay your money, go to the driving school, find you a company that'll reimburse you the money for the driving school, and go to work for them for whatever the contract period is. And what, 3 years?
It's usually 3 years.
It's usually 3 years. Tracy's saying it's usually 3 years.
It's like a minimum of 3 years, and then you can leave them and go with somebody else.
I thought she was flipping me off there, so I don't know.
With 3 fingers.
Well, normally you got 3 fingers like that. So, anyways, that's find a trucking school, whether it's your local junior college or if it's a school. And a lot of these schools anymore is sponsored by Warner. So you may go up there, apply if you get hired in with Warner, or if Warner's interested in hiring you. Then you can go through the school with Warner, sign the contract, and work for Warner until everything's paid back. But like I said, I don't know. I started driving on my chauffeur's license. That's what everybody had before the CDLs was even a concept. You started driving on your chauffeur's license. I was running log trucks, box trucks, just whatever I could drive. I could only drive locally because I was under the age of 21. Started driving at 18 years old, local log trucks and crap like that. Then when the CDLs come out, of course I had to go and I took the test for my CDLs. I already knew how to drive, so Dad just brought his truck and his trailer down, and I took the road test and inspection with Dad's truck and trailer. So that was how I did it. I don't know if you could do that anymore. I think you can still go take the written test and then rent a truck, have somebody drive it to the inspection place, and then you go through the road test and everything like that. I'm not for sure, but I think you can. But to seriously get a job, if you go through the school, it's a lot easier to get a job for CDL. Getting your CDLs, they'll help you. They damn near guarantee you getting your CDLs. To where if you do it on your own, it's a crapshoot. If you study hard, you might get it. If you pass the inspection part of it, which that's a real pain in the butt, is passing that inspection part of it. Get all of your endorsements. Buses, that's hit or miss. But all of the endorsements you get, your hazmat, your tankers, your doubles, triples, everything. Get everything, because you don't want to limit yourself on what you want to do once you get your CDLs and you get that job. You want to be able to pull that hazmat load. You want to be able to, pull the double triples if you decide to go there. Just whatever you want to do, you want to be able to do it. So, while you're going through school, this is most important. While you're going through school, figure out what you want to do. Do you want to pull dry van? Do you want to pull flatbed? That's what I'm partial to, is flatbedding. Do you want to pull, reefer truck? Do you want to pull a tank? Figure that out while you're going through the school if that's the route you take. A lot of guys already got it figured out what they want to do before they even go into the school, so that's what they lean for. Another thing, schools are leaning more and more towards automatic transmissions, like this piece of shit here. It's an automatic. I flip that switch right there. That's drive, that's reverse, that's it. There's no gear shift down here, there's no clutch over there, nothing. Absolutely do not limit yourself to an automatic. They will give you a restriction on your license if you do not test on a standard truck. Now what's going to happen is you're going to find a company out there that's got these beautiful trucks. Man, you would just do anything to drive these trucks. You're limited to an automatic. You can't go drive them trucks. I am not limited to an automatic. I just got stuck with this bastard and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So, again, picking the company after you get your license, you go through the school and you get your license, look for that company that's going to reimburse you for the driving school. Some of them still do. I don't know the names of any of them, but they're out there. Some of them will. Stay with that company for the length of the contract, because if you don't, then you're going to have to pay them back the money that they paid on your school tuition, the schooling and all. All right, this is a big. Write this down, staple it to your shirt, have it tattooed on your arm.
String around your finger.
You need to remember this above and beyond anything else. Numbers don't lie. People do. All right. I can't tell you the number of times that I've been approached and, man, you need to come to work with our company. Back in the 90s, oh my God, we had what they called headhunters. Every truck stop, there was a headhunter. Come to work with our company. We'll pay you X cent per mile. We'll get you so many miles and we'll get you home. Bullshit, lies. Even till today, this company right here, I looked at them. Supposed to be a regional position, in my area, the terminal in my area. Lie. Well, I had no choice but to come to work here because I was broke and I was way away from home. Truck's supposed to have all the amenities. This motherfucker lucky to have a steering wheel. The seat's all busted up. It's got a damn little cube refrigerator from Walmart back there. I guess I'm lucky to have a mattress to sleep on. Oh, Tracy's seat's damn hard seat. It ain't even air ride. So, don't trust people. Trust numbers. If you can see the numbers. Now, one thing this company did not lie about, I get paid good. I get paid really good. It's not owner-operator pay, but I'll say it's lease purchase pay. But I don't pay a lease. I'm not renting this truck. I'm not buying this truck. I don't buy the fuel. I don't, no expenses at all. I just drive the damn truck. If something breaks, I call them and say, hey, it's broke. They say, where you at? Get it fixed. That's it. And nothing comes out of my check.
And you get a check every week.
This is the hardest but easiest job. And I say that. It's hard because if you got kids, and I know a lot of guys get into the industry with kids and family at home, it's hard because every week you got to leave that family, you got to get on the road, you got to go, you got to make that money, because if the wheels ain't turning, you ain't earning. I don't care if you're cent per mile percentage, it doesn't matter. If you don't deliver the loads, you're not getting paid. So therefore, you've got to leave the house and you've got to go to get paid. You're going to work in cold weather, rain, hot, it doesn't matter. You're going to work in the weather, especially on a flatbed. Tank truck is just about as bad. Van drivers and reefer drivers, they're somewhat lazy bastards. I've been there, I know. You'll jump out, run back, open the doors, jump back in your truck, bump the dock, and then you'll sit there until somebody comes get you or they call you. That's what you do on a van or a reefer. Flatbeds, a tarp load, you're gonna roll up the tarps, you're gonna pick your equipment up, put it away. If it's raining, you get wet. If it's cold, you're gonna be cold. If it's hot, you're gonna sweat. That's all there is to it.
And you get dirty.
So flatbedders take showers more often than van drivers and reefer truck drivers, which there's a lot of them van drivers and reefer truck drivers that need an odor detector in their truck, because them motherfuckers walk around stinky. They walk around with some stinky, nasty asses. And, they need to hit the showers. Which brings me to this point. You put 50 gallons of fuel in that truck, which you're not paying for, you get, I don't know if I have it right here. Let me see. Dang it. Please, my book. Every truck stop, I say every truck stop, like the Loves will give you a card. This is my points card. Alright, I put in 50 gallons of fuel at Loves, I get a free shower. I get a free drink, free fill my drink. I get points I can eat off of. This company here does not use Loves, which sucks. They use Pilot J. I've got a Pilot card. Every 50 gallons, I get a shower on my card. That's how I take my showers. Alright, I don't pay for showers. You won't pay for showers. Just get your points card. They're free, cost you nothing. Keep track of it. Every time you fuel, you swipe that card like you do your fuel card. It's just a credit card, just like you use at home with your car, what have you. Family and kids, again, if you got family and kids, it's going to be hard because you're going to leave them. Now, trucking's gotten easier because a lot of companies have went regional. Because guys don't want to do what I'm doing. I don't want to do what I'm doing. And that's part of the reason why I'm semi-retiring in April. I'm getting away from semi-trucks. I'm going to a dump truck, a mixer truck. If I have to drive a semi-truck, it's going to be a day cab. It's going to be something I can park every day, take my ass to the house, eat at home, sleep at home, be with my wife. My daughter, she's in her 30s. She's got her own thing going, so I don't worry about her no more. Self-respect. Have respect for yourself. Don't let people down you, ever. But be careful with the self-respect, because you'll find yourself blowing yourself up, disrespecting other people, thinking you're having self-respect. All right, having self-respect, you're going to be humble. You're going to be humble enough to know that you're not the biggest, you're not the baddest. There's somebody always out there doing a little better than you. The ones that are doing a little better than you normally do not say a damn word about they are doing better than you. They're just quiet, they do their job, and they get on with their business. All right, money. Like I said before, you're going to be working with a company, you're going to be making decent money. Somebody's going to come along and say, oh man, I work over here for XYZ and I'm doing $3,000 a week. No, they're not. They might make $10 more than you. They might make $100 more than you. But overall, you're probably going to make about the same money at the end of the year. That's just the way this is set up. Lease drivers, they're the worst. Lease drivers are the absolute worst. I made $6,000. No, they didn't. They absolutely did not. They made the $6,000, yes. But here's the story behind that $6,000. You got a $500 to $700 truck payment. You got anywhere from $150 to a $300 trailer rental payment. Then you got all the fuel that you burnt that week, which is probably, well, right now with fuel costs being the way it is, you're going to burn about $2,000 in fuel or more, depending on the truck you got. All right, fuel. Then you got your insurance. All your insurance has got to come out of that, which I don't remember exactly what all the insurance cost is, but it's quite high. It gets up there close to $1,000 a week with your insurance. It's like $700-800, something like that. A lot of companies take an escrow out on you. That's anywhere from $100, $150, $200 a week on an escrow. Then if you have any breakdowns, they take that out weekly. They'll hit you every week for your breakdowns. They want their money back. If you go and pull a flatbed on a lease purchase, they're going to hit you for all the equipment, the headache rack, chains, binders. They're going to get you for that ELD. They're going to get you for office expense. They'll actually charge you to dispatch you in that truck. Trust me, been there, done that. What else? And if you go home, if you want to take any time off, you've got to remember that truck payment does not stop. That truck payment keeps on coming every week. So you can't take a week off, say, well, I'll make it up. You don't make up payments. Well, you can, but you got to work a month to make up that one payment that you missed for taking that week off. Trust me, I've been there, done that.
Yeah, just like at Christmas, if you take a week off, you still pay that trailer rent, even though you're not out there doing a load.
Right, so all that. But I was asked to do this video on the easiest way to get your CDLs. Quite frankly, the way that I'm looking at it, the easiest way to get your CDLs, it's expensive. Go to a school. Schools just about guarantee you your CDL once you pay them their money and you sit through their little 3-week class. They do a couple of weeks of class work, and then they do a couple, 3 weeks driving around town, what have you, and they'll just about guarantee. Of course, a lot of the schools now, they do their own testing. I know there in Florida where I'm at, the little school right down the street from the house, they can test you. Then they'll give you a paper. You go down to the DMV, they'll take your picture and give you your CDLs. You never have to go to the DMV to take the test or nothing else. You just pay the school, they do the whole ball of wax right there at the school, they'll give you your paper, you go and you do that. Now, with all this being said, this is not the only way to get your CDLs. There's other ways out there, and I'm sure there's going to be people to comment down below how they did it, and they're going to say that I'm full of shit and all that, because a lot of people get the panties in a wad when you start talking about their lease purchase and how horrible their lease purchase is. I'm going to tell you, been there, done that. It sucks. So do not, absolutely do not come out of that school and start with a company and jump right into a lease purchase. And there's companies out there that will do it to you. Day one, you finish with your trainer, you're done with your trainer, first day off the truck with the trainer. Do you want to lease a truck? Do you want to buy a truck? No. You need a good year, 2 years experience in a truck, learning what you're doing and how to do it, keeping track of every number, mileage, fuel mileage, maintenance. And you can figure out what maintenance costs. It's not that hard. Just learning the ins and out of the industry. I've only told one person in the last 10 years. He called me a couple of months ago. He said, man, what do you think? He goes, I'm thinking about leasing a truck. I told him straight up. I talked to him, I got to know him, so I knew what he was all about. This guy had already ran a business, so he knows what business is like. He knows how dog-eat-dog it can be. He knows how full of shit people can be. The advice that I give him, I said, all right, you really want to buy a truck. I said, I know what money you're making because I knew where he was at, where he's working. I said, I know the money you're making. I said, now I don't know your expenses at home. I said, but this is what I would do if I was you. I would take a percentage of that money every week. Say, okay, I need $1,000 for my bills per week. I would give that to my wife. All right, that leaves me $400 or $500 a week to put in the savings account. I would save that $400 or $500 a week until I got $5,000. I'd take that $5,000, I'd go to a truck lot, pay down on an outside truck. All right, that way it is my truck. I am a true owner-operator at this point. The company does not control that truck. They cannot take that truck back from me at any time because I get pissed off. If I get pissed off at them, I could take my truck and go and lease it anywhere I wanted to. I would not have to stay with them. So, I could go and do whatever I wanted to if I got mad with them. So, I give him a couple of options, and, with him, lease purchase probably wouldn't be a bad idea. And this is what I tell people about lease purchase. Jump in that lease purchase. Make you $2,000 a week. Give your wife that $1,000, $1,200 a week for the bills. The rest of the money, put in your savings account. You get to that $5,000 to $7,000, take that, give them their truck back, go buy your own truck. You can either bring it back to that company or put it anywhere you want to. Get away from that lease. A lease rarely works. I have heard of a few stories where people's paid their trucks off and done very well, but it hasn't been that often, and they're very few and far in between. Normally the wife works, she makes a good income, and the guy can just be in the truck and run. If the truck needs something, it gets what it needs. That's how those work. But like my situation, I like my wife being with me. Like right now, she's with me. We're on our way to Fanta, California.
Fanta,
California?
It's not Fanta, it's Fontana.
It's Fanta, California. So we'll be out there tomorrow, just inside the Nevada state line, taking my little break here, my 10-hour break. So, but I like her riding with me so she don't work. Even when she stays at home, she doesn't, she just keeps up with the house and takes care of the household stuff that needs to be taken care of. All right, with all that being said, I hope that helped you. I tried not to be too negative with this video. There is several different ways to get your license. I think you can study the book and go test yourself. Get somebody to drive a tractor trailer down to the testing facilities and they'll test you. If you fail, well, you got to go and pay all that money again. The schools just about guarantee you, they'll just about 100% guarantee you your license. Most of them do. They have trucks and trailers, and they'll make sure you get your license. Coming through a school, you're not 100% guaranteed a job, but you're a lot closer than if you just do everything on your own. So that's something you need to think about as well. There's a lot of companies that's running regional that will hire you straight out of school. If you live in the Southeast, DT, which is part of Shelton, which is part of, what's that one I was with? DMT. There's a whole bunch of companies just right there under that brand. And they'll take you directly out of school, put you with a trainer, a few weeks with a trainer, then you're in a truck, you're on your own. And they're home on weekends, and you'll make some pretty decent money with them guys. They're not bad to work for. Pretty good company to be with. So trucks are just slower than shit, and that's why I'm not there. So I hope this helped y'all out. Any of you experienced drivers, sorry I bored the shit out of you. Leave some comments down there. If it helped you, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. If it didn't help you, well, sorry about your luck. Y'all have a good evening. I'm going to bed.
Or if there's anything else that you haven't mentioned that they'd like to know about, leave a comment.